So one of the definite advantages of Bulsar was it was close to Bombay. And when I say it was close to Bombay, I don't mean in centimeters on the map or even millimeters. I mean, Danu is close to Bombay, Golwad is close to Bombay, Palghar is close to Bombay, Vaitarna is close to Bombay, Virar is close to Bombay, but it is not really Bombay. And Bulsar, Vapi is close to Bombay. Surat could be called close to Bombay, but it's still not very close to Bombay as far as the climate is concerned. Danu is beautiful. I mean, at least when I last saw it, because the problem with places like Danu is they'll be taken over by somebody and destroyed. There was a time when it had beautiful bungalows of Parsis, and that's true in Bulsar also today. That Bulsar had its beautiful spat of Parsi bungalows, which are obviously gone now, most of them at least, because of all this Kalpesh kind of builders, you know. So all I need to say at this juncture is that Bulsar was very close to Bombay, in the way the climate was. Mind you, the climate was a bit more extreme because this was Gujarat, no matter what you say. And yes, Bombay was Gujarat, but Bombay had always had an equable climate, having been an island, and it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. But Bulsar also had very similar tasting water. And as a younger version of me, when I was young, the taste of water was very crucial to me. I loved exotic places. For me, I didn't have to go abroad to get that magical feeling of having traveled. It was enough for me to travel within Bombay. But Bulsar water tasted almost like Bombay. In fact, there were people who said that it tasted better than Bombay, which was my grandfather, who had traveled the world too. Not 50 countries like I did. I'm just joking. But still, I mean, he had traveled the world when nobody else had. I mean, it was a costly affair. And my uncle had paid for the whole trip because that was the kind of son he was. And, that's a long story in itself. But I feel that Bulsar's water was pretty good. It didn't have chlorine, and yet it had that bitter taste that is required to quench your thirst. Whereas if you drank water from, say, Ahmedabad, especially in Chaumukjinipur, not in the other side of Ellisbridge, but then the water would taste different, and then you had to either drink the water cold or eat something sweet so that the water would be bitter. It would take some getting used to. And Naurangpura water was great, by the way. So one of the greatest advantage of Bulsar was that the water tasted like Bombay, but the water had good quality. It didn't have any much chlorine or any additives, for example. And that's why it was good on your tummy, and the air was just a wee bit less humid than, say, Bombay. So that would give someone like my grandfather a lot of stamina, because I know I'm in Taiwan right now and the air is humid, and that can suck the life out of you. But yeah, Bulsar was great in that sense. Bulsar was also good in the sense that it was Gujarat, but it was not hardcore Gujarat like Vapi, Surat, Ahmedabad, Baroda. It was hardcore Gujarat. This still had the Bombay touch. You would get the big bakery bread from Bulsar bakery, and it was not Monginis nor Meherwans, but they had some very big pav, and you would get something called pav bhaji, which was nothing but boiled fried potatoes, dry style, no curry, and with green chilies, and it was heavenly. It would cost around 50 paisa in that time, and I remember my father had come to visit us for a day or two, and when he left, he gave me some money, and I went and ate the pav bhaji in Bulsar. Of course, Balaji was yet to come, and the Bombay pav bhaji had not entered. Because Balaji is bank opposite Bhole Baba's Dargah, which is on the other side of Bagh, which is the garden. So that was amazing. And one of the things that the Bulsar cuisine was good, and the drinks in Bulsar were not costly at all. You could get a whole tray of lemonade or soda for 2 rupees, and that would be heavenly. I mean, and it used to be hot, but there were days, and my aunt could read the Panchang, which is the moon calendar, and based on that, they could tell you when the high tide will be exactly. And then we would all go to Tithal. But I will leave that for another day. I just wanted to quickly say the big advantage of Bulsar. Thank you for listening.